Hey guys, my name is Christy. Today I want to talk about tips and tricks of sorority recruitment. So the reason that I think that I am so qualified, like I hate saying qualified because it sounds really stupid, but the reason that I think that I kind of know what I'm talking about is because I'm a recent college graduate and I was in a sorority for 4 years. I went through recruitment my freshman year, fall semester, and the following year I was on the recruiting side, so I represented my sorority along with the other women in my chapter and recruited girls. And then the next year when I was a junior, I was a Pi Chi, Rho Chi, Rho Gamma. I was just a recruitment counselor. Your school might call it something different than what we call it. We called it Pi Chi, and I was Pi Chi. So I got to be on that side of recruitment again, where I'm like working with PNMs, potential new member, if you don't know that yet. That was a really great experience. And then my senior year, I got to be the recruitment chair. So I was doing all the behind the scenes stuff for the chapter, and I was putting it on, teaching girls how to recruit, expectations, putting on events, the whole 9 yards. So I think that I definitely know what I'm talking about, and I've had a lot of experience, and I love recruitment. I was obsessed with it. I loved going through it. It's a really fun week. It's extremely stressful, but when you're looking back, it's such a good time to like meet new people and create relationships and find your home. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on into it. So first, my first tip is don't listen to everything that you hear online. Even myself, take everything with a grain of salt because your school might be a little different. I mean, there's some obvious tips that can be said for every single school, but not everything will be the same. It's your own story to tell. My next tip is to bring a large purse. So I know some schools like bus people around, which is really convenient. If you're at a big school, they tend to bus you around. My school wasn't that large, so we'd walk from house to house. Bring some shoes in your bag. I brought Birkenstocks in my bags just so I could like walk to each house comfortably because like I'm not the best walker in heels, so I always made sure to have my Birkenstocks in my bag so that I could walk easily without any tripping to the next house. So definitely if you have a big purse, bring it. You can also bring water, chapstick, oil blotting sheets, anything that you need. Don't go into any chapters with any expectations. I know people say that all the time, and it's really easy to kind of go in biased because you hear things, you know people who go to the school, whatever. But in all reality, you want to be at the house where girls are most like you. Like you want to be with people who are more like you, not people that you want to be like. Obviously, you want to be with people who are inspiring and dynamic and driven and people that you look up to for sure, but don't tell yourself that you are falling in love with this sorority just because it's like the perfect girls, or like they seem to have this and like I know that other people think that they're the best, even though like I kind of get along with these people better. So kind of go with the girls who are going to push you out of your comfort zone and make you a better person, not the kind of people who are going to change you for the worse or into something that you aren't or something that you're not meant to be. In the long run, you have to think about it. Like the whole reason that you're joining the sorority is to make connections with people that are gonna last for a lifetime. And if you're joining a sorority with people who you aren't like and you don't really mesh with, then you're not gonna find your group and you'll just have regrets for not trusting your gut during the actual process. Okay, this one gets me. So, when you're talking to the girls who are recruiting you, don't talk poorly about any other sororities on campus. If you think that you know something, you probably don't. I'm sorry, but you don't know. Like, there are amazing women in every single chapter. There are crappy women in every single chapter. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's true. You have to, like I said, be open and don't talk poorly about any other chapters to anyone. You can tell your best friend however, like whatever you want. I mean, you guys are best friends, but like don't go telling girls in your Pi Chi group that this house stinks or that these ones are lame because it's not cool. People are gonna pick up on it, and so no. Okay, so this is so basic. But my next tip is to keep an open mind and always trust the process. You're gonna hear this a million times, but it's true. And when you're hearing it, you're like, ugh, because things do work out the way they're supposed to. And while something may not happen the way you initially hoped it would, it's still gonna work out in the end. And there's a whole system and it all works out for a reason. Just trust me when I say that. And you kind of have to think about it. Like if you were to be released from a house or not get asked back from a house, but you are asked back from other houses, those houses that asked you back want to do that much more. Like they fought so hard to keep you around. They wanted to have you. So why would you want to be with the people who didn't want to ask you back the next day? Because they're lost. When I was going through, I was so concerned about what I was wearing. Everyone around me was kind of wearing cocktail dresses, and I didn't want to wear a cocktail dress. It wasn't really my style. I wanted to wear something more bohemian and like tribal print, and I took the chance and wore it, and I am so thankful that I did, because the house that I ended up going, multiple girls in that chapter told me how much they loved my dress. So after all, I'm so glad that I did, because it made me stand out. I showed my personality a little bit, and they got to see a little bit about me, not just the best foot forward that you're putting. I wish you the absolute best of luck during recruitment. It is such an exciting and fun experience, so while it is very stressful too, make the most of it. Create connections and relationships with those girls in your Pi Chi groups, or whatever your school calls it, and just have fun with it. College is one of the greatest times, and that recruitment week is so dramatic and long, but it turns into what could be like the best 4 years of your life thus far, and I really do hope that for you. So congrats on going to college, and best of luck during recruitment. You're going to do great. Remember to breathe, and yeah, good luck.